welcome back. So this is going to be a video that I'm going to be doing on some upcoming projects. I'm sorry the camera's up so high, I just don't have a good place for it. You'll see that I'm back here in the garage. This is just a temporary thing because I was out here doing some, I'm going to be doing some maintenance on the mowers. But you probably noticed, remember the garage door was always covered with paint? Well, I painted it white, so make that look better anyway. Because this is, this is kind of the studio where we, the garage has kind of turned into the studio where we film all the stuff for my kids channel, kids'(s) channel. It's their channel, but I have to do all the filming and everything like that. So it's got to be kind of nicer out here, and so that's why I'm doing that. But I'm out here temporarily because it's a little bit late. It's kind of hot in the shed, and so I'm just going to do this here. I'm going to be filming some upcoming projects that I'm going to be doing here real soon, and I'm pretty excited about them. And well, let me get right to that. You probably saw in the preview picture already. Anyway, I have the camera in a bad place. I can't get it. Okay, I got it already. So now, those of you that do this a lot, you're going to see that I did something very smart. I have pre-opened the boxes, because as you know, it's almost impossible to open the box with one hand, and so it's already open. Now, what are these? Okay, this one here, let's start with this one. This is one of the kits that I got with the trade with Kenny. That's the Mindless Model Works. Yeah, all those airplanes that he showed, they all came from me. We did a big trade, two big boxes. I think it was let's see, he sent me. We were looking at pounds on the packages. I think I sent him 12 pounds worth of stuff, and he sent me 10 pounds worth of stuff. It was 10 pounds of plastic for 12 pounds of plastic. So that's pretty close trade. That's pretty good. I got like 7 kits from him, and he got all those airplanes from me, which are, because of what they were more valuable. Oh yeah, I should have mentioned, this is where we film all the kids stuff, so there's a dollhouse there. That's not mine. Anyway, this is one of the first kits that I selected from him because I saw it there. And one of the pictures that he sent me, and I was like, oh, well, I've been after that one for a real long time. And I have a story about this one back here as well. That's not one that I got from him, but I did get this one from him, and I want to show it really quickly. And I'm sorry, I'm just not going to show the other ones because they've all been filed. They're all tucked away. They're too hard to get. But I'm going to show this one, and because this is my favorite one in the trade, and I got this mainly for the box. I'm a Nash Bridges fan, and I'm not necessarily going to build this as the Nash Bridges CUDA, but I wanted the box. There are 3 different versions of this one, I think. They're all the same car, just have different boxes. I think there is a muscle, was that Revell muscle version of this one, and then there's this one, and then there's a previous release. But I wanted this for the box, and that's going to be the rare occasion when I actually save the box. But as you can see, it's painted already. Kenny painted it, and that that made it tough because it's clearly, if he painted it, he liked it. So he may have wanted it, but he was very good about letting me have it because I really wanted it. And he painted it in a color called School Bus Yellow by Duplicolor. And I'm going to try to save this. He says he's got 4 coats on there. As you can see, it's a bit bumpy. We've got an orange peel thing happening there. Of course, Duplicolor is a challenge. It's different. If you look on Classic Plastics channel, the one where he was he explained specifically how to paint with Duplicolor. It's basically a lot of very, very thin coats to get that one to lay down properly. So you can't spray it like Testors or Rust-Oleum, or you'll get this orange peel effect. But it's no problem. You can, of course, rub this out, and that is what I'm going to try to do. I like this color. I really like this color. Even if I lose it, rub through to the point where you got to repaint, I'm going to hunt down that can again because I've got auto parts stores right next to me, and they sell Duplicolor, and I'm going to try to paint it in this color again and get this painted like that, because boy, when this thing is done, it really looks like something. I mean, look at that. Also, I see Chevy Cheeseburger has a detail set for this with photo etch parts. I'm probably going to grab a couple of those because this seems to be exactly the same kit. It's also Revell, so it's, I mean, it's got, this is sealed, so I'm not going to open that. But a funny story on that kit there. So yeah, I'll probably be getting 2 of the photo etch detail sets and a couple of wiring kits probably to do both of these. But this one, this kit right here, the hardtop version, is the one that I have lost the most times in trades. This is not the same one, but you know, back in the day I used to do a lot of trading, and I mean a lot of trading. And every time you start showing your stash, everybody wants the CUDA. And so this CUDA got away from me like 5 times, 5 different ones that were the same kit. And every time everybody's first choice was the CUDA. So I lost them all, and then just, well, I think it was last year, I saw this in Hobby Lobby, and I had my coupon. I got it for, you know, $19 here plus the coupon. I think I got it for like 12, and had to grab it again. And so what I decided to do is, you know, replace it in my stash and then not tell anybody about it. So nobody knows about this one, and I'm not going to tell anybody. Right. Anyway, if you're ever trading with me, never ask for the CUDA. You can't have it. So, and don't ask for this one either. I'm just going to show very quickly in the box. The kit is good and disappointing in some areas as well. Decal sheet is good. Very crisp, very clean decals. Including the tire decals, which for putting white walls on there, I don't know about, not white walls, but white lettering on there. I'm not sure how that would go. If you see the tires, it actually has raised letters on one side and then flat on the other if you wanted to do that. But anyway, I don't want this to be a full kit review because I have other things I want to talk about, so I'll just go through the part sheets really quick. There we have the door panels, really, really nice. And the shaker. And so here is, oh boy. Okay, some of the undercarriage and the, would you call those headers? They seem to be, I guess so. As opposed to exhaust manifolds, yeah, because we have the individual, I would call those headers. And some of the, oh, okay, so the grill is just stunning. Look at that. And the photo etch set has all the little separate pieces for those squares there. And there's your engine. Your dash. Real nice kit. And I expect this one is exactly the same. Now here's the only disappointing part. We have molded in exhaust. And it's like, oh gosh, guys, you were making the Barracuda and you couldn't go all the way with it. What were you thinking? So, but I mean, that can be made to look good. And I've done that before. And I will do it again. Boy, look at that. Look at the nasty sink marks on the tips there. Fill those in, make those look good. Okay, you have your chrome sheet here. Those really awesome wheels. Your Hemi valve covers. And those parts right there, those are the tail lights. They fit through these holes in the back, I'll show. And then you just paint them red. That's a little disappointing. And front and rear bumpers. Okay, and so then there are the tires. You'll see they have raised letters on one side and, whoops, smooth on the other for those decals. And that's good. Okay, so I got a few scratches on the windshield, but I'm not scared. They're not deep, so I'll just be using the Brasso. And that seems to be an I think that's underneath the front bumper. But there is a look right there at how those chrome pieces will fit through those squares there and become your brake lights. But this is going to be a wonderful project, and that will be coming up this fall. Got to clear some things off the bench, of course, and I'm confident that build time is going to return this winter because lawn season will slow down. Now, this kit over here, this is going to be the one that I enter for the cancer awareness build. It's been sitting in there forever. I bought this straight from HobbyLink Japan. It's the Suzuki Samurai. I've never heard it called the Jimny, but that must be what they call it over in Japan. But it is a very basic kit, and I'll show it really quick here. It is a curbside, but it's good curbside. No engine, and pretty straightforward and small, so it's not going to take up a lot of room on my bench because I've got a lot of stuff going on right now. And this is the glass pieces and headlights and things. And we'll just cross all those bridges when we get to them. Now the undercarriage is great, just absolutely great. There's the pan, and then that is one big gigantic piece with front and rear everything. All fits onto the chassis. You got a separate exhaust. It's like, boy, when they go through that much detail, could they not just put an engine in there? And then over here you'll see the that is the frame and the bottom of the engine, which is all you'll see. And then there's your seats. But it is going to build up to be a really nice looking curbside. Front and the right and left side dashes, really good detailed on those. And it's a Fujimi kit. And this all looks excellent. Here are the tires. Real rubber. They look like Dunlops to me. And then the wheels, real nice wheels on here. Look at those. Even the spare is awesome. So that is going to be the cancer awareness build. I'm in on it, and the reason is because I do have a story to tell. It's not me, it was my mom, and I'm going to cross that bridge when we get to it. I'll be doing that video on October 1st when that build starts, and I'll get up the courage to actually share my story and explain all that. But this is going to be painted lavender. I'm looking through all the ribbons, and as it turns out, lavender stands for all cancers. There's also a rainbow. You can do the rainbow or the lavender to represent all cancers, because the pink actually just represents breast cancer, and it tends to lean towards the thought that gosh, almost that cancer only happens to women, but it absolutely doesn't. So it's just across the board color for Cancer is actually lavender. And so I'm going to be painting that lavender. I found the color already. It's made by Testers. It is color number 1, 2, 3, 4. And it is actually called purple. And you should look at it because it seems to be exactly the right color. And that's what color I'm going to do that one. And we're going to make it look good. And spend the time and put it first when that comes around, because we have to get it done. As Kenny was saying, he replied to me when I was saying that I wasn't going to have time to do it. Well, gosh, you have to make time, and so that's what I'm going to do. Otherwise, I have some notes here, so let me get to these things. I got to mention a few things and start kind of the chat portion of this. So let me see if I can get this back up here. All right. Am I zoomed in, zoomed out? Yeah, zoomed out. Okay. So there we go. All right. So among other things, let me look at this. Oh yeah. Thanks for everybody for putting up with me going over, listening through that last video that I posted. Thanks for the people that went over and subbed over there. I know it's a completely different subject, and I hated to even mention on this one, but there was a lot of interest. There was people that went over there, and that's the only way that we're going to find out. So if you want to see me horsing around with power equipment in the backyard, that's where I'm doing it, and I'm really starting to have some fun with that. So, and yeah, you guys that came over there, it's fun to see you over there, and getting a kick out of what I'm doing there. And there will be lots more over there. The video that I did on that is right before this one, and I'll be pulling that down. I'll be pulling that down in probably about a week, and go through all my videos and make sure that everything is hobby related, and delete all the videos that are not hobby related, and make this channel right here 100% hobby related. And so thanks for everybody putting up with me on that one. Now, oh boy, I forgot this. Hold on. I actually have to walk away. Prepared all that time for the boxes and I didn't do this. I'll be right back. Okay, so I got this thing. Check that out. So it's all cleaned up, and it weighs a ton. As it turns out, and of course this is the blower motor. I can see that guy is going to get in my way. Anyway, it is brushless. These are brushless motors, so it's going to be no problem if you can paint it anywhere near it or around it or whatever. But it is 120 volts, and so it is going to hook up. It's going to work perfectly. I just got to duct it the right way and get it in there, and it's going to be awesome. Put this down. I'll be right back. Okay. And so, in other news, I've got a little note card here to make sure I don't forget anything. I'm coming up on 1,000 subs. Now, some of you guys that have been watching my channels for so long would be like, he's just getting 1,000 subs just now. And I've been at 1,000 subs before, actually a couple other times, but because of the way the channels keep changing, or not changing, I keep on kind of replacing them. Yeah, I'm just now getting to 1,000 again. And so you guys will remember it, because I've been on YouTube since the beginning. Now, YouTube started in 2006, and I had my first account right around 2007. And that account got really popular. We were, there was some model cars on there. I was doing mainly Flight Simulator and all kinds of other things, and it was an interesting mix of things, and I was doing a lot of things with music and editing. And right about that time, now that channel, okay, I'll explain in a minute. Right about that time, I can't remember what year it started, right around 2010, they came up with that amazing system that detected music in your video. And what they would do is they would mute it. And of course, now I had music in practically every single one of the videos, and so if it was like part of it had music and part of it was you talking and then more music or something like that, and if you just had music on the radio in the background, they would mute the whole video. So like this part, if there was music before this part where I'm talking, they would be muted, and I would just be talking here and you wouldn't be able to hear what I'm saying. And so they had their amazing computer systems went back through all my videos and muted most of them. And so in a fit of haste and depression, what I ended up doing with that original channel, that was can't remember what it was called. It wasn't Topper Vision, but I deleted the whole channel. Just deleted the whole channel. Went few months with no YouTube whatsoever, and then I came back and I started Topper Vision Int. If y'all remember that one, you probably still think that is this one. That was a really confusing thing that happened. Topper Vision Int meant Topper Vision Entertainment, and I was doing the same thing. I was trying to mix everything together. And I've learned since, start a new channel for every single thing. So now we have, like, between my wife and I, we have like 8 different channels. But that was a mixture of stuff, and it was going pretty well, and it was over 1,000 subs. But that was when Google tried to mix in and screw everything up, and your password didn't work, and you couldn't reset your password, and you couldn't do anything, and you couldn't call Google, and you couldn't call YouTube, and you couldn't email them, you couldn't do anything. So I got locked out of that channel in this endless loop that I couldn't solve. And that channel is still there, by the way. I've just given up on it. I can't get into it. Can't do anything with it. So, but that I'm going to leave it just like it is. That it's going to be there as a testament to what they did to all those channels. There's a lot of people really frustrated at that point. So I started Topper Vision 1, and someday I'll explain what Topper Vision is. But I started Topper Vision 1, and you know, that was the problem, is that I couldn't even post a video on my old channel because I couldn't get into it to say come on over to this new channel. So I was just saying, like, in the comment sections to hey, you know, and everybody I knew an email, hey, come over to the new channel. It took a long time to get up to 1,000 again. But coming up on 1,000 again, I'm like 965 or something like that. And everybody always does something great at 1,000, and so I know what I'm going to do. I'm positive I know what I'm going to do. And sometimes it comes across as tacky to say publicly what you're going to do, so I'm just going to do it. And y'all rest assured that it's something you're going to agree with. You hear that weed eater in the background? What a jerk. It's a lawn service. They don't care about anything, do they? Gets too close. I'm trying to film a video. I know him, by the way. And for those of you that don't know, I am a lawn service, so that's why I'm razzing. But anyway, coming up on 1,000, I am going to be doing something that you all will absolutely agree with. I'm positive. Hold on a second. I think he's coming over here. No, he isn't. That's the kind of guy that would just start talking to me on camera, and I'll be like, I'm trying to film, and he wouldn't care. But okay, what I'm going to do is something that, you know, and he may choose to share. It's up to him. But I'm not going to. So guaranteed you guys will agree with what I'm doing. Just want you to know I am doing something. So it's not, I'm not going to pass 1,000 without doing something. So it's going to be done. Otherwise, okay, next thing. I want to do one shout out. There's a channel out there that I told him I was going to do a shout out. Chris has already done a shout out. Only a few of us have found him. His channel is named CCCP Studios, and his name is I think Tulio. Probably pronouncing it wrong. Probably saying it completely wrong. Probably thinking of somebody else. But basically, his channel name is called CCCP Studios. Now that is not Communist Russia. That is, and when you look that up, it has something to do with video codecs and so on, which is confusing as well because his channel isn't about video codecs. It's all about hobbies. But he is absolutely the best builder. You're not going to believe the paint jobs on these. You're not going to believe the detail work. He does everything completely stock. He likes the stock look. So you're not going to see the crazy custom building and stuff. He just goes with what's in the box, but he does it so incredibly good. You got to go over there and check it out. I'll put the link down there for his channel. Actually, I'll do. Oh, yeah, I love doing this. Where am I? Right there. I'll do it right here. that'll be the link to his channel. I'll have it open up in a new window so that you'll keep hearing me talking, but you can open up that link and head on over there and subscribe, because he's been there for years and he doesn't have major subscribers and he needs them, because tell you what, that's some good work. It's right there among the best I've ever seen. It's just fantastic. Okay, and last, I think this guy's coming over. Hold on. No, he's not. Okay, last. Okay, that, and that. Okay, last I'm going to mention Modelpalooza. That's the big hobby show, the big model show here in Orlando. And I'm going to be there. This is coming up September the 18th, 19th, and 20th. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday, 18th, 19th, and 20th. Now, I'm going to be there on the 20th. I'm going to be there Sunday the 20th. And so if anybody is, if you're going to be there, and I may not know you by your face if you don't actually show, you film yourself. So if you're going to be there and you know me, come on over to me and say hello. And I'm going to be there with my wife and kids and everything, and we're going to be having a lot of fun. If anybody's deciding which day they're going to be there and wants to run into me on purpose, I'll be there in the morning. Usually it's hard for us to get out there early, but 9, 10 o'clock, 9, 10 o'clock, something like that is when we'll be there. So if you want to be there when I'm there, come on over. I'm going to be filming and stuff. If I'm filming stuff, if I have a camera on something and I'm talking, don't come over and start talking to me then. Wait till I stop filming. So but I'm mainly going to be taking photos there, and just a little bit of video. I'm not going to bring the camcorder. I'm going to bring the DSLR, which shoots real good video, but it's not mainly a video camera, because everybody films Modelpalooza now. It's like not anything out of the ordinary. So I'm just going to be getting a lot of pictures for myself. I might do a slideshow, share my experience with my family there or something like that. But that's what I'm going to do. And I think that pretty much wraps it up for this update. That's just what's going on here. And stay tuned for next update, probably on the finished trailer, I guess. Will probably be the next video, I think. So stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching. See y'all later.